Hello, and thank you so much for ordering from TangibleChanges. So you ordered a 4-card pick of the week from TangibleChanges. Now this reading is for your daughter, and you had mentioned that she is somewhat of a skeptic. Now, I'm not big on using oracle cards. However, I prefer to use tarot cards. Oracle cards, they give a lot of the information right on the card. So I think that actually can distract from your own intuition. So I think oracle cards are more so for people who are into divination, more so than people who are very intuitive. Now, I could do readings with a pack of blank index cards. That doesn't matter. But I was just pointing that out. I can give you an amazing reading with oracle cards, tarot cards, blank cards, playing cards. Doesn't matter. But I just wanted to point out why you don't see a lot of oracle type readings or cards in my store. It's just because I like connecting with that higher energy. So the first card we lay down is the Witch at the End of the World. So what I'm seeing right now is that there's a big change going on in your daughter's life, and it's very, very scary, having to anxiety and worry is really getting a hold of her. It's causing her not to want to move with the natural flow of, endings and beginnings. And the reason I think that is because it is chaotic and it is scary, and everything around you might be changing, and you might be worried about so many other things. But what this card really signifies is for you to just let go of what no longer has life in it anymore. That cycle has completely ended in your life, and you are to move forward onto the next cycle. And there you will be greeted with, a lot of opportunity and the ability to grow and connect with who you are. I think that's truly amazing, because I automatically kind of pick up the energy, like, it's not that you do not believe in this kind of thing, as your mother had said. I think there's a little bit more going on within you, and I think that some old memories, or maybe a new interest that has to do with something very spiritual. Now, maybe this hasn't gone on in your life yet. Maybe this is, actually, I think I'm almost sure that this is going to be something that you experience once you get through the shift of, breaking free of the old to get over to the new. So just keep telling yourself during this chaotic time where you might be feeling as if where you're becoming doubtful of who you are and what you can do. And you worry about every and anything else around you, when in all actuality right now, you need to be about you. So once you dismiss it and let go, move forward. Don't worry if you get anxious. If you get anxious, if you get nervous, just tell yourself, all is well. Say it 3 times, take a couple deep breaths, and then keep moving forward. Because although it might be scary, I'm telling you, what is on the other side of this shift is nothing to be scared of. The next card, Sea Storm. Now that's interesting because what I just said with, a spiritual shift that is going to happen once you get over the transformation I was just speaking about. Now you might all of a sudden spark an interest that has to do with Atlantis, or old memories might be surfacing, and that has a lot to do with a past life and kind of to do with this one as well. Look into spiritual shape-shifting and stuff like that. Now, if you're not really, into this kind of stuff, that can be like, whoa. But I do definitely have the feeling that even though there's this change and this chaos, that was going on, and once you get, and you're at that new cycle and phase in your life, it's going to be rewarding. But you also have that ability to tap into yourself and call on that voice, that wisdom, to know that you've made it through much bigger storms. Listen to that wise voice, the voice of wisdom, the voice of knowledge, the voice of Atlantis. And know that you can call on your own strength to be okay and make it through. It's a time to find yourself. Candy Cane Angel. Now, this card signifies that you very well may be putting too much worry and concern into what you may or may not deserve. Almost as if you do not want to give yourself a treat. You don't feel as if you've worked hard enough to do something or give yourself something, or maybe something financially, or a significant other, or to have a relationship, or you time, or to become completely merged in the new interest that's going to spark up in your life. Give yourself that time. Whether it could be, some kind of food, a dessert. If you've worked hard, treat yourself. You do deserve a pat on the back, and much more than just that. You blame, you're too hard on yourself. You don't take time for you. You overwork yourself, and you're always concerned with the bigger picture. And that can make everything just speed up and go crazy in its own. So tell yourself, you're worth it. You can 100% take some time for yourself and do what it is you want to do. And like I said, whether that be, like some kind of food or candy, or I just say that because of the name of the card, but no matter what it may be, stop denying yourself of pleasure, because that's pretty much what it kind of narrows down to. Now, again, it could be in so many different forms that this energy is here. It could be all kinds of different delights that you might be telling yourself, you don't deserve it, you haven't worked hard enough for it yet, or it could have a lot to do with your upbringing, or you feel as if, with money, saving, holding on, or you were taught perhaps to make sure you always have some kind of good backup plan. I'm not exactly sure on the little details involved with that, but the most important message here is to take some time and treat yourself, because yes, don't feel bad about it. You deserve this. So if you have to take your phone off the hook while you're off at school, or If you have to tell somebody, I need some me time, take a relaxing bath, focus on maybe a new interest, meditation, a massage. It's just very important that you do definitely enjoy some of the finer things, and you've worked hard for it. So Violet Duchess is your last card. Okay. This, to me, the energy that I'm picking up, has a lot to do with fear, I believe. Losing my whole breath and train of thought and all that good stuff right now. The energy that I'm picking up is that there's something in your life right now that just, it's unjust, it's not okay, it's not fair, and you know this, you know. There's something going on, or something to come, or maybe going on right now that may be causing chaos to the other things I spoke about in this reading. But you're not speaking up about what that situation is, whether, you know, it be you were cheated by something, or somebody's treating you a certain way, or doing something that just, it's not right, and you know it. But you're not speaking up for the simple fact, you know, to be liked, to be seen, and, you know, you want to be seen in a specific way by specific people in your life. And it's really, really, really important that you kind of understand that sometimes rules need to be broken, without a doubt. There are situations sometimes where, even though, you know, there's a law for a reason, okay? And yes, we are all to obey and abide by the laws. They are put there to keep us safe. But there are always moments and times within, you know, that law where, for the greater good, for, you know, you to be safe, and for things to be fair and not unjust, where you gotta break the rule. You gotta just stand up for yourself, because your dignity, your integrity was on the line, and that was more important than, you know, that law, or that feeling of not wanting to hurt or get somebody mad. Speak up for yourself, please. Speak up for yourself, and you will see that it's alright to speak up for yourself. That there are ways to go about doing things in a loving and respectful manner, where this situation does not have to be unjust. It doesn't have to be crappy to you. You don't have to sit and take it just because that's the way it is. Because if it's making you feel, see, or do something that it's not okay, well then, no. That is not the way it has to be. Not when a law or a certain way of doing something is put out there. It covers a wide range of people. You know, it's kind of like a you know, most people use their left hand, so everything, you know, is more of for left-handed people. But there are people who are indeed right-handed. think I just said that backwards. But you get the point. Just because, you know, most people write with one hand. I won't say left or right. But just because most people, you know, write with one hand, so everything is made for that reason. It does not mean that there are not people out there who use their other hand, and they should not have to suffer or just get used to a situation and deal with it because that's the way it needs to be. Because it is not. It is not. And by speaking up for what is right, you don't have to be scared about it. Because not only will you grow and become stronger and know that it's okay, because it will turn out to your advantage, but it just might change the minds and help somebody around you. So, my dear, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And your mom had told me that you were going off to school, and I wish you the best of luck. And I can see here that everything will turn out well, but you just gotta roll with it. Roll with it and get back in touch with who you are. Know that you're an amazing person. You're gonna make it. Do not let anything scare you, and get in touch with that inner wisdom that you definitely have. And if you develop a new interest in what I spoke of on a spiritual level, or you start to have memories that kind of surface because of the time you actually spent in Atlantis, then go with that, because that's going to help you to kind of move into the next part. And it's also going to help you know just how strong and amazing of the person you are, and help you change your views altogether on what you thought is and was. Enjoy.